All right.
No rush. We got the video synced up now, dude.
What's up?
Dude. We back in here.
Yeah.
We have to do as many pods as we can while
while you still have this place.
Yeah, it served us well.
Yeah.
But damn, dude.
Lot of What do you think?
Yeah, let's go with you, dude.
So the New York Times blacked you out, huh?
I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel good about I feel good about my creativity.
Yeah.
I feel good about
You look like charged up.
I'm charged up.
Yeah.
I'm charged up. You know?
Mhm.
I think it's very much of the time. Or I don't know. I feel free.
Yeah?
I feel free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, it's been a wild couple days for sure.
Were you pissed when you first seen that?
I think I texted you. I wasn't so much pissed as I was shocked.
Yeah.
Like I was like kind of stunned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was kind of like, yeah. I think like the disrespect of
And for anyone listening who doesn't know,
of literature.
They covered the heavy traffic reading in the New York Times, and they didn't mention you at all.
I mean, it was just everything. It was the blatant, deliberate blackout. Yeah, I mean,
which is really strange.
I didn't know I had that kind of. Yeah.
I guess it
effect,
confirms
you know?
what you've been feeling.
I mean. Yeah.
Were people hitting you up about it?
Yeah, a lot of people hit me up about it. People were just like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Who wrote it? Was it
some little girl? I mean, but here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. Like, haven't I been saying? I've been saying this, dude. Like, who is New York Times, bro?
Yeah.
I swear to God, with everything. No, with everything though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even with like. You know, that GQ thing. Like, you know, it was like kind of OD to go in like that, I guess.
For the overlanding?
Yeah, but it's like, this is real ass shit. This is real ass shit I was asking, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just don't really think there's time to like pretend. Yeah. And especially, I mean, I tried. I tried to be, you know, be a nice boy for you guys. This is how people get radicalized.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to make a menace out of me? But you know what I'm saying?
And what would you think about the Sam Kriss? Did you read that?
I mean, I glanced at. I think it's quite funny, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think it's actually pretty impressive that 3 years after the fact, we still have histrionic, triggered hit pieces. No, not hit pieces. It's like takedowns.
Yeah.
They're takedown attempts. You know, I think ever since the Pink piece.
Yeah.
And this is always part of what, you know, what Fuccboi does. I mean, first of all, you're not supposed to like. The character's called Fuccboi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to be like kind of triggered. You know, you're supposed to be like, but just like this like repeated thing and like these dudes trying to like express their masculinity through like taking down. Yeah. It's pretty funny, dude.
Could I fucking? I read the shit. Could I make a defense?
Go in,
Fuccboi?
do whatever you. I mean, I don't even see it as a real thing. I see it.
Well, it's just annoying to me that, you know, you can nitpick the language of Fuccboi and pick out like 3 or 4 bars where it might sound kind of silly out of context, but the register switches up all the way through the book. There's long passages where it's italics and it's fucking like big long sentences. There's, you know, there's like this playful little register where I marked this, blah, blah, blah. And then there's serious fucking explorations even within that language and that register. And then it changes and it's long, those long italic passages too. It's changing up throughout the whole book. And anyway, and then the fucking weirdest shit was he goes, and this makes me mad. He said, you know, in your Sam Pink piece, you didn't write it like, oh, you know, in the Fuccboi register. Well, yeah, it's a novel. You gotta it's the fucking form of the novel. You gotta choose a language to tell the story. It's all part of the fucking book. You're writing that Sam Pink piece or whatever, or your nonfiction. That's a whole different register. The language of Fuccboi is because of the book. It's fucking germane to the book.
No, that's the thing. I mean, that's the only reason I pushed back to be like, oh, but there's long pieces, there's long parts that are. I mean, I kind of talked about this in the thing with Gordon. Like, there's long parts that are more literary. That reifies some kind of binary.
Yeah.
That like I'm deliberately upsetting. No, the literary aspect of Fuccboi is the cadences and the turns and the cadences in the most. You think I don't fucking know that when people talk this way, a motherfucker like you, some effeminate fucking balding motherfucker, you never create anything of cultural value, dude. You a fucking commenter. No, it's true.
Yeah,
like
seriously.
you're not. You're like you're you know. So it's like you think I don't know that's not gonna trigger you?
Yeah.
Like, or you're gonna immediately scoff and your skin is gonna crawl.
Yeah.
And that's the fucking point, bro.
See,
that's the fucking point. No, like and it's like in terms of like. Yeah, in terms of like authenticity, I'm just many things. And I always know the side of myself that like, that's kind of weird that like people automatically dismiss a certain side of yourself, a certain faction of the world, you know?
Yeah.
And then being like, no, I'm just gonna. That's Gion's thing too. Let's just fucking fuck with everybody. And they gonna fuck with still, dude. It's 3 years. They still get
that
triggered,
is crazy.
bro. They still get triggered. It's good. It's all part of the performance art. I'm not even part of. Whatever.
But you know, fucking look back at Beckett's essay, his essay on Finnegan's Wake, the Vico, Joyce, Bruno, whatever it's called, where he's talking about how, and Dante, right? Where he's talking about how Dante and Joyce invent a language, pulling from colloquialisms, pulling from literary language. You got to invent a language to write a great work. That's it. You don't fucking like it's the way you talk, but it's all an artificial language. You know,
but it's also so funny because
I mean, it's just dumb shit.
It's also good though because the performance art of it is just going so far. Where like every time someone gets on Twitter or people rage out, or I mean, it's a rage out. First of all, the point. Why are you still trying to publish takedowns of me? You get clicks,
seriously.
bro. Like, but that's weak. I don't even really fuck with that magazine anymore, to be honest.
What is that magazine?
I don't even know now.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah.
You know? But like, but no, it's like. No,
Fuccboi makes people mad. You make people mad.
Yeah.
As a certain kind of guy.
No, Fuccboi does.
Yeah.
Fuccboi makes
people
mad. And
it's amazing. I see some stuff on them Substack. These little fucking like
that's
little nerds and shit like that.
That's the
like,
point, bro. That's the point.
Oh, you guys are so mad. It's not a good look being that mad. It's really not a good look. But you know, what are you gonna do about that?
Yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you know.
Another thing, right, is the idea of this that the book is like some solipsistic book, just because it's the first, or that all auto fiction is just solipsistic.
No, you know what it is? It comes back to that Kanye, like it comes back to the Kanye thing that I said to Sheila a long time ago, where it's like it's the same way I mean, first of all, I love how the whole premise of the piece is like, oh, this is supposed to be countercultural.
Yeah.
It's not countercultural. I fucking hate this book. It's like, yeah, it is countercultural because you can't understand it, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're fucking New York Times. Oh, as if Sam Kriss reading is fucking countercultural heavy traffic reading. As if everyone's not all winking. Oh, we mentioned the Trump hat. Oh, we're so wild now. You fucking pussy. You fucking weak pussies, bro. Like, there's nothing countercultural about that. This is countercultural. You cannot fucking fuck with this. You can't even understand. What? When I was reading it, I felt so crazy. Yeah, you did, bro. Yeah, you did. You cannot wrap your head around it, bro. It's the only counterculture. I mean, dude, honestly, the NYT blackout is sick, dude.
Yeah, that is pretty sick.
It is sick because it's like,
what other writer would they do that to?
But you know, that was a weird thing about what happened with the drop. Like, if Gion dropped it, like we would have probably got some good, few
for sure
things,
but
it would always
positive.
be framed as the random, as the crazy outside guy.
Yeah.
It's because it got fucking voice of a generation that was like this weird confusion where I was like, oh, I still got to keep my, but it's never been that.
Yeah.
It's always been radical, dude. It's always been our future wolf getting killed dude.
And I don't know the whole autofiction. I seen this line that in Ulysses that made me think of. Wait, this is Stephen Dedalus talking. I'll talk more about this whole part later, but he goes. Every life is many days. Day after day, we walk through ourselves, meeting robbers, ghosts, giants, old men, young men, wives, widows, brothers in love, but always meeting ourselves. That could be the fucking epigraph to Fuccboi, right? It's a hall of mirrors, right? He encounters other people. It's not a solipsistic book at all. There's refractions and reflections all over the whole thing, and that's Yeah, go ahead.
That's my point. So
my
point, no, because I forgot it.
Yeah.
It has to, that's what you're saying. It's like, or even like me saying like wild, arrogant shit, or, like it is the, like the reaction to Fuccboi is like proper science reaction to like Kanye or something, or like, it's that line, like, okay, simultaneously I get a takedown every 3 months.
Yeah.
That makes a little stir, gets your little fucking magazine, a couple hundred followers. You know what I'm saying?
The most taken down book of our century.
Someone needs to write a fucking anthology of every takedown.
Yeah.
And they need to tie it into the book or something.
Yeah.
Write some theory about it. But so simultaneously I get that, and then I got one yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I get messages that are like, bro, honestly, dude, I've been like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Or not, I'm saying like to guys, it's to women too. And like, literally like, your fucking book like, completely like, saved me and comforted me or, changed everything. I get those messages a lot. Ain't fucking, I'm not gonna say what books, I'm not gonna say which books, but ain't nobody reading those books like that, bro. It's not, I can't imagine. I can't imagine reading one of those books and having, which is okay.
It
can be a nice cultural. It can be a nice. So why do I get both those reactions? There's two different types of people. When you see somebody speaking like audaciously, possibly slightly arrogant, but in a fucking position of cultural neglect.
Yeah.
And they're just saying, you know what? I'm good how I am. And this is the character too. Fuccboi character. I'm good how I am. I have dignity how I am.
Yeah.
And if you see that, you either say, wow, that's so inspiring. When I see Kanye go to Don Lemon and he hates Don Lemon goes, what do you think? And he just says something like outrageous shit. You either go, oh, you clutch your pearl and you say, he can't do that.
Yeah.
Because I can't do that.
Yeah.
Or you say, holy shit, that's inspiring.
Yeah.
Right? I could take that energy for myself. That's what it is. That's the binary. If you either get upset that you can't lift yourself up for all your weird, or all your fucking warts and all, or you get upset if you can't do that, or you just go like, oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the difference. When Kanye says something arrogant as fuck, you go like, that's fucking sick, like to have that frame of reference. When he does the most fucking outrageous statements, or you get upset at it. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I don't know how it's so dangerous. I don't know how it's so dangerous, New York Times. That's crazy.
Yeah. But he was coming at just writing about I think his big thesis of the whole thing was write about someone else. Like that autofiction is done, write about someone else. But like, autofiction, like I'm rereading Ulysses now. Ulysses is autofiction all the way through. It's just of some expansive kind. Okay. Right? I've been thinking a lot about what
we
like
gotta pause real quick. I think the audio might be jacked up. Check. Why is mine not going?
Oh, has it not been going?
Check. Okay, now we're back on. This thing's moving a little weird. This thing's like adjusted. This wire's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you sound?
Now I'm good. You might have missed some of that rant. Damn it. All right, we're back on.
We got it on the video at least.
Yeah, we got it on the video at least. That's crazy. I was moving around too much.
Yeah,
I yanked the cord, dude. But my bad. I cut you off. I'm full all ears now. What were you saying?
No, it's just I've been thinking a lot about like how to write 21st century fiction. Like, what does the 21st century novel look like? I think Fuccboi's a good example of a 21st century novel. I'm not sure exactly what it looks like. Like, I don't know. I'm reading Ulysses, right? I'm rereading that, and that's basically like autofiction.
How
right?
far in are you?
I'm like 215.
No way.
Yeah.
What
so,
chapter?
I just got done with the Scylla and Charybdis where he's talking about Hamlet in the library. Stephen is.
Is Nausicaa next? Is that 9?
No, that's 9. Then the Wandering Rocks. Nausicaa's like 13.
Okay, 13.
It's,
13, he jerking off on the beach.
Yeah, I liked, when I read it before, I liked some of the chapters, but now I'm liking everything. It's so sick from the beginning. Like, right from the beginning, it's so sick.
Whoa.
And, Stephen, okay, so there's so many different levels where it's going on, too. Like, first of all, it's Odysseus, right? It's based on the Odyssey.
Yeah.
But the reason for Ulysses, too, is because he's taken this. It's not just Odysseus from the Odyssey. It's Ulysses from Canto 26, too, who was like a different character than Odysseus in the Greek, because Dante didn't know the Greek at all. He never read the Odyssey. So he's making his own Ulysses. Like Ulysses as this ambitious pusher forward.
So he just heard about him?
Yeah, they knew about Homer. But that was
They hadn't read it.
They hadn't read it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. So Dante's just like...
God just blocks out my rant?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Maybe for the better.
Well, I don't know.
Probably not.
It's probably recoverable.
Yeah.
But...
Okay.
So, Bloom, there's... The looming over this book is Ulysses from Dante's Canto 26.
Okay.
Odysseus, polytropic Odysseus.
Okay.
Right? Hamlet. And then Christ, of course.
Okay.
Right? And Stephen and Bloom. They're both kind of Christ. They're both Hamlet and they're both Ulysses, right?
Are you reading Bloom about it too?
No, I got to afterwards.
Okay, no, that's fine.
No, I'm just reading it straight through. I'm like no.
But you're picking up Christ stuff and Hamlet stuff?
Oh yeah, there's the Hamlet stuff is from the beginning. And so
okay. Go off. I'll let you go.
Stephen is the first martyr. That's why his name is Stephen, right?
That's right.
And
in Dante, they reference that.
Oh, do they?
I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Saint Stephen.
Well, I never. I didn't know it was in the Bible, but it's actually in the Acts of the Apostles.
Right.
It's in Acts 6. I just looked at it today.
Oh.
And
2:6 today.
The reason they gave
keep going.
The reason they gave for martyring Stephen was that he was talking bad about Moses. Right? He's rabble-rousing by talking bad about the old fathers of the church. This book
I'm being martyred right now, dude.
Yeah. This book is about usurping fathers, too, and kind of being like... Well, Stephen says some crazy shit when he's talking about Hamlet. He has this whole theory of Shakespeare.
Oh, he rants about Hamlet
right,
in there?
Yeah. He has this crazy theory about... where he's talking about... like how Shakespeare was like a miser. Like he was money hungry. He was very concerned with materials of the earth.
Whoa.
Right? And so he leaves his home at Stratford-upon-Avon to go to London, and he's in London for 20 years.
Okay.
He's talking about his wife, Anne Hathaway, Shakespeare's wife, who was older than him, right?
Her name was Anne Hathaway?
Anne Hathaway, yeah.
Anne Hathaway is named after Shakespeare's wife?
Yeah, I guess so.
How did I not know this?
Yeah, it's Anne Hathaway's his wife.
Okay.
And she, like...
This is what Stephen's talking about in the book?
Yeah, Stephen's talking about this. I'll read you something. It's so good. And so he says that Anne Hathaway forced herself on Shakespeare basically and got knocked up by him. Like she pushed him down a field and kind of fucked him because she was older, kind of like fuck hungry.
Whoa, dude.
Right? And then he leaves her like Odysseus too, right? He's gone for 20 years in London without
Shakespeare does.
Yeah. Where he's living primarily away from her.
Whoa.
Right? And then he's talking about that she Stephen theorizes that the villains in his plays, two of the biggest villains are Richard and Edmund, Edmund and King Lear, and those were his brothers' names, Shakespeare's brothers. And he thinks that his wife fucked his brothers, and his revenge was to put them in the plays as villains. And like Hamlet he's saying he is the ghost in Hamlet talking to his own son, his dead son Hamlet, who died, right, when he was a kid. Did you know that? Shakespeare had a son that died named Hamlet, and he wrote Hamlet afterward. Whoa. And, you know, cuckolding's the big part of the whole play.
Okay.
So that's Shakespeare. He's just obsessed with his wife.
Break down Hamlet for everybody.
So, okay,
check.
Hamlet.
Okay, cool.
Hamlet is the young prince of Denmark.
Okay.
Right? We see him when his uncle Claudius is married to his mom.
Okay.
Gertrude.
Okay.
And he's all in a tizzy about it.
Okay.
And then one day a ghost appears, the ghost of his father, and he says basically like, you need to avenge me. I was killed by Claudius. He usurped me. He took my place, and he took my wife.
Yeah.
Right? And so Hamlet goes on his crazy spiral, and it ends up killing almost everyone in the play.
Including his dad.
Including
his
stepdad.
Okay.
Right? Everyone dies because of Hamlet.
Okay.
Because he's trying to get his revenge.
Okay.
Including him.
Yeah.
And that's basically it. And in the
what
play,
happens at the end?
Well, and the way he finds out Claudius's guilt, because the only person who says that
is a ghost.
Is the ghost.
So he crazy, man.
Right? He could be totally crazy, but he puts on this play.
Okay.
Within the play, the Mousetrap, and he makes it so one of the actors is poisoning the other actor in his ear, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And that's how the ghost said that he got killed by his brother.
Okay.
And then Claudius gets up during the play, like he's angry at that scene.
Okay.
And Hamlet interprets that as confirmation of his guilt. So he leaves, and but big part of it is Hamlet's delaying a lot of the time, right? Delaying his revenge, and then I forget what happens. He stabs someone through a curtain.
Okay.
And it turns out it's not Claudius, or I forget how Claudius dies, but everyone dies, including Hamlet.
Okay.
And I
and
gotta reread
he murks himself. I gotta reread it.
I think
I read it a long
what
time
happens?
ago.
I'm not sure what happens.
Why does Bloom fuck with Hamlet so much? Because he's just going off the faith of something he knows.
Well,
why is he a new
Harold
archetype?
Bloom?
Yeah.
Why? Well, because it's like his, the whole poetic texture, his personality is like he's.
Oh, because he makes a play to give his message.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing all sorts of stuff, and he's like fooling people. He fools Ophelia. He's kind of got this dark madness in him, where he just utilitarianly, right? One death is avenged by 9 deaths in the play. Hamlet's basically responsible for. So he kind of got this dark madness.
Okay, I see.
About him.
Crazy.
But wait, so in Ulysses, right? Stephen's mom just died, and she asked him to pray with her on her deathbed, and he said no. So that's one thing he's thinking about.
Okay.
So it starts out, the first 3 chapters are Stephen. Stephen's in living with his friends, and then he goes to school and he's teaching, and then he's on the beach and he's just thinking about stuff, and he fucking pisses.
Buck Mulligan, dude.
Yeah, who's really actually funny.
Yeah, Buck Mulligan's funny.
But wait, let me see something. Who was a real guy, right? Like everyone here is like real. They're all real people. Yeah, it was a guy that was a friend of James Joyce, and James Joyce is Stephen.
From Klongo's?
From
Klongo's boys' school?
Oh yeah, maybe. Is that what it's called?
Boys' school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wait,
I
what
think
is?
I'm Joyce, dude.
Yeah, I mean.
Forgot, though.
Yeah. You gotta hit this again. Yeah, or something. And he goes like.
Someone commented that there's a clip of me ranting about Fuccboi, and they're like, "This is just like Joyce."
Yeah.
Joyce ranting about portrait.
Yeah, I mean, well, it took him 10 years to get those 2 books published, right? And then he did this, which was fucking hard to get published too. Who Ezra Pound, I think, had a big role in getting published, right? And then it was like that bookstore in Paris got it out.
What were you gonna say?
I was just what was I talking about? Hysteria, Hamlet. But anyway,
No, you were saying.
Milligan. So yes, wait. Stephen is so his mom just died, and his dad's kind of like a drunk, like he's. And there's all sorts of like, there's so much father stuff in it.
Yeah.
Buck Mulligan so he's thinking a lot about the consubstantiality of the father and the son. And, he has one sick line about the church. At one point, Buck Mulligan calls Stephen's father his insubstantial father.
Whoa.
Joking on the consubstantial.
Whoa.
But, talking about. Oh, okay.
Stressing me out, these fucking mic, but I think we're good.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, listen to this.
All right, go ahead.
Fatherhood in the sense of conscious begetting is unknown to man. It is a mystical state, an apostolic succession from only begetter to only begotten. On that mystery and not on the Madonna which the cunning Italian intellect flung to the mob of Europe, the church is founded and founded irremovably because founded like the world, macro and microcosm, upon the void, upon uncertainty, upon unlikelihood. Amor matris, love of the mother, subjective and objective genitive, may be the only true thing in life. Paternity may be a legal fiction. Who is the father of any son that any son should love him or he any son?
What?
So Stephen's big thing in that is
Sorry.
And the way Bloom interprets it, right? Harold Bloom, not Leopold Bloom, the other main character.
Oh, yeah, that's why you said.
Yeah. is that this is James Joyce like trying to
check. We're back.
remove Shakespeare as an influence, right? This whole fatherhood thing. Like he's unfathered by anyone. There's no father. He is the only begetter and the only begotten. Like they're the same. He don't need Shakespeare's influence to write this great work.
Okay.
And he's trying to usurp
He's trying to
him.
shed him.
Yeah.
He's trying to shed him. Damn.
But I mean, the whole thing's sick. And then Bloom, who lost his son, ends up being kind of a father towards Stephen at the end, just like a looming father. But I mean, it's so good. The whole thing's so good,
dude. What got you start reading that?
Well, I was listening to them lectures at John Castelli's lectures on Ulysses, which were good.
Nice.
And then I just read I was just like, I was all fucking stoned. And I was like, I'm gonna look at the first page, and that was kind of moving pretty good. And I was like, because he just writes so different. Joyce just writes so different.
He does, dude.
And it's not like
I must revisit.
Especially the first 3 chapters aren't even that hard, and there's there's so much sweetness in it too, like. Bloom's feeding the seagulls, and he's like, he gives them like a little cookie or something. He throws it off the ledge, and they don't even. He's like, well, and they don't even caw as a thank you. Like, no thanks for that.
Damn.
And he's like, and the guys, the way like Stephen and Bloom are both like kind of isolated from. They're around these groups of guys, and they're kind of the odd man out of all of them. Like, right? He's at the library giving this big disquisition, and they're all talking about this party, like this literary party they're going to go to, and Stephen's not even invited to it.
Damn.
And they're like saying, like, Buck, we need you there, Buck. We really want you there. And he's not even invited, and he's giving this long disquisition on Hamlet. But
hilarious.
And I'm just like, you know what? And I mean, I rewrote that. I sent you that story, right? And then I rewrote it again after I read the first.
I didn't read the rewrite.
Yeah, read the rewrite.
I
mean,
will. How much you rewrite it? I thought it was fucking excellent, dude.
I mean,
I got kind of pissed when you rewrote it. I was like, what?
I think it's
it
better,
was fucking gas, dude.
But I mean, the shape is still the same. It's just in the little. It's like it's a micro.
What's that story
rewrite.
called?
It's called I Won.
I Won, yeah.
With a smiley face.
Go look that up on Substack, dude. I can't believe. What did you change?
Just like I did a little bit more. Well, now there's more of a presence of. See, one of the things I was trying to do in it was, like, it was all like close third of Pedro's head, and now I got a little bit. There's like another narrator now, a little bit. So it's just removed a little bit.
Okay,
commenting a couple times upon it, but it's just like the different textures of the close third. This like far away third,
way omniscient,
and then like dipping into the first person head. sometimes.
And also go into her perspective.
Yeah, and then
those are the craziest parts.
Yeah, I like those parts.
I mean, dude. I mean, obviously, I started to do that with the new shit, but like,
I mean,
the effect is so sick, dude.
Writing the third person is kind of fun.
It's kind of the wave.
Yeah, you kind of, and that's what Joyce. The whole book's third person basically, but it just gives you like freedom to.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time Josh Cohn said in that class that he was teaching that like. He's like, everyone's writing first person now. First person's like washed.
Yeah. Cohen was saying that.
Like you don't have as much freedom as you do with the third person.
Yeah.
And that's kind of true. I like the third person.
Nice.
But
damn.
Wait, so have you been reading anything?
I mean, I went hard.
Just looking at your own
last
stuff?
week. No, I mean, the last fucking month I've been fucking going hard.
Yeah, that's
I guess
true.
we talked about it some. Oh no, but I went back in for a little bit.
Reading the Vico?
Back up there.
Yeah.
I was looking at. Well, what happened was, and then once I came back, I've just been like, working on my own stuff again. But I did start reading Anna Karenina. I'm gonna read Anna Karenina now, cause like I read the intro real slowly. I hadn't read the intro before, and then I mean, I only just started, but like when you have a moment where you're like, oh, I'm about to read this now.
Yeah.
Once I fucking get a couple things sorted in my life, but I didn't really realize with the Anna Karenina, like, I mean, it's like uncannily relevant.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
I didn't realize like it was explicitly like a treatise on like he had been, in the intro they talk about how he was like reading like Schopenhauer's like On Women and like and like this idea of like marriage and like the viability of the family and like I mean even we were talking about last pod about like the fucking promiscuous woman, the problem of the promiscuous woman, Tolstoy proselytizing. And when I got that a little bit, I was kind of like, whoa, like I don't know, like it clicked for me,
Tolstoy, who had a very devoted wife who he was not very nice to.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I might have told you this before. When they got married, he gave her his diary full of all his conquests. And she was fucking horrified.
Damn.
But
but I've been kind of I've been adjusting. Like I got back on, what day is it today? It's Thursday. I got back on Monday, and it was like weird being back, bro.
Yeah,
being back in my apartment, like because I was really on fucking yurt mode.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I was camping out, we don't get into that. Last week, it was like I was camping out. You know, like I came back to my apartment. I was like, I don't know. I kept all my stuff in a corner.
Yeah,
like I was like, because I didn't want to like. I was like. Oh, I suddenly had this. I mean, this is just a PSA for going off and like trying to like I turned the tap on. I was like, damn, I got water.
Yeah,
because that was the thing. Like I would run out of water and then be like, fuck, I gotta go walk all the way down to the house in the cold. I don't know if the baby's asleep. You know, because like staying with Eric.
So you could only get water in the house.
Yeah. So I'd fill up 2 jugs, and then I'd be like, I get 1 jug. I'd be like, all right, I gotta chill on like the fucking 2 a.m. coffee, like on the fucking stove. But then like when I had 2 jugs, shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then like no, I don't know. It was just kind of wild being back. It totally reset my understanding. And it totally reset my understanding of like my rhythm and like my patterns and like the way I'd be moving like in my day to day. Like I sat down in my apartment and I was just like, I could just suddenly see the way I'd been existing. Here. Just the slovenly, just leaning on the resources so hard. I was like, this is crazy, bro. Like I fucking turned out all the lights, put my headlamp on. I was like, I'm still camping. I just got a sick tent right now. I'm in full camping mode. But
what are you looking at?
Oh, and that was another thing. I was like, yo, I can just plug my fucking laptop in and work on everything, because I couldn't work on my laptop up there because it was too cold and there was no outlet. Like the laptop would die. Yeah. Because it was so cold. So like I'd be like, fuck, I need to bomb this pod and like try to go down to the house. Like, yo, like. I gotta
were they getting annoyed with you?
Well, they were getting annoyed with me. Like, just Yasmin, like, works at home.
Yeah.
So she's on a Zoom call. And I'm all lurked in the corner just trying to quickly, like, leak out my Faulkner pod. You know what I mean? Like, and then, like, the babies, there's a baby, it's a whole different story.
I like the read along, the Sound of Fury read along.
Yeah, I like it. I like it too. I don't care if anybody. I'm literally like I've ascended, dude. The yurt combined with the NYT blackout, dude. I've ascended to like a higher level. Like I feel completely. I don't give, but I don't even feel angry.
Yeah.
That was the weirdest thing about that. Where I was like, are you? I literally. I mean, maybe I was a little pissed, but I wasn't like, I'm gonna get revenge. I was just kind of like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know. And then there's also like, I don't know. There's also
They're trying
like,
to exile you.
Exactly.
You're on your James Joyce. You're Dante.
But the thing is, it's like
you gotta be exiled.
Like the thing is, it's like, it's also so funny. Like seeing. I mean, I didn't even read it that closely. I was like skimming the Sam Kriss piece, but it's like, I don't know. I guess I just have this idea of like things people do that add to like the net of things.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny when someone's like so hatefully like I don't want this thing. Like I know what to tell you to read it, bro. And who told you to read it?
Yeah, seriously.
I made a thing I wanted to make. You know, it's just that sounds like even defensive. It's not even defensive. It's just like it's like interesting human behavior. You know what I mean? But like,
and it's also like, you know, everything in that was like. I mean, people have said this before. Like, say something new.
Yeah, and you're going back to like the fucking Pink essay.
Yeah,
it's like, bro, you're washed, bro. Like, create something.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah. And then I was just thinking too, like, yeah, I don't know. There's just so much hand wringing about. I just think people need to know their role. This may sound a little Kanye'd out, but like, people do need to know their role. Like, you're not a novelist. Like, okay, like. I just think there's so much hand-wringing about, like, the literary world and stuff. You know what I mean? But then there's, like, so much fucking... And it's not even, like... I mean, if someone's, like, whole shtick is, like, fucking Alex Perez or something, shout out to Alex Perez, whatever, I don't really care. But that's your whole shtick of being, like, men need to fucking read Raymond Carver and go to, like, Miami. Like, maybe that's not so interesting of a stance. But if you're, like, tiptoeing about anybody that, like, has any kind of, like, interesting... life, of course, literature is going to be washed.
Yeah.
Like, if you're an editor, it's not your job. It's your job to let fucking artists rock, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of feel like there's this weird disconnect where it's like, well, there's just some, or like, you need to write a book like this. No, motherfucker. Who the fuck are you? I'm the fucking creator, bro. I don't know. I just think it's weird.
Yeah.
I think it's weird. And it's like, it's like... Bro, they still writing fucking hit pieces 3 years later. Let me fucking publish some books, bro. I don't get it.
They're not even letting you speak for yourself now.
Yeah, it's like I'll fucking put one thing out and fucking a million men have a fucking hysterical fucking reaction. What does that say?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Or it's like, I don't know. I was like I said, I was rereading the book today. And like I was reading and I got to the part that I read for the reading. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, I guess I can see, like, why, like, their stance, you know?
Yeah.
I was saying all this stuff about, like,
you
girl
think it was your
reading
that...
Well, just the general perception of me, you know? Knowing if you put anything out about me, there's going to be, like, in a major press, there's going to be, like, a huge, like, fucking bunch of Twitter boys, like, be, like, making memes and stuff, you know? Which is kind of sick, you know?
Yeah.
But, like... But then also, if you look at the content, I mean, it was just, you know, it's ultimately just that girl who wrote the fucking piece, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like, you know, you could just be like, oh, I don't like what he's saying about, you know? She probably has no fucking idea what the story's even about, you know? Or they don't want to print Fuccboi. They don't want to look their New York Times article. They don't want to look the New York Times article. But like,
whatever.
And that's the thing too. It's like, you've written about me before, bro. Yeah. It's like so blatant. True. It's so blatant, bro. It's so crazy. But I think there always is a little bit of that, you know, where you're like kind of trying to create and you're trying to do like what people need. And then you're kind of like, wait, but I don't want to upset.
Yeah.
But I need to be this kind of figure, you know? Mm-hmm. I don't know. And it's not even, I'm not even that like combative, or I don't know. I'm not really like that. I don't really react to things. I make things.
Yeah.
Like reacting is weak.
Unrelated, but something you said made me think of it.
Oh.
I had for the first time I had like, that story I wrote
Yeah.
was like the first time where I was writing about like a clear ex, like, and I was like worried that Gabby was gonna be mad.
And was she?
No, she went, and I named the girl in the story that was like very close to my ex's name.
It's so good, bro. You got to start cranking out short stories, bro.
Yeah,
it was so fucking good,
yeah,
dude.
thanks.
Like, and it's like, it's the continuation of, because, you know, I don't know. I guess what was so impressive about it was it's working in the framework of like, just like if we, do a trajectory. I don't know. Like just when I was first like writing, you know, when you're first writing stories and, or just the way Fuccboi operates, just that time of like an intimate story. And we fucking talk about it on the pod all the time, right? Like this kind of like intimate dynamic, going through the world, understanding an intimate dynamic that's a bit beyond, you know, public sharing, right? And then like the toggling between the brazenness and the sensitivity.
Yeah.
I haven't even really articulated this, but this is kind of what I think, you know, I'm saying like obvious things, but like just to make it clear of like, you know, like writing about a relationship or like a dynamic or something like that. And then, you know, with the world, and then writing good scenes and giving like a drive to like what the character's doing, like in scene, in action, about to do a fight, which is also sick. There's just not that much writing about boxing, dude. And you took the time to write the scenes out. And also it's interesting because people don't know. I mean, the fucking aspect of, that's like the thing I always say, like, what is your expertise that no one else knows?
Yeah.
That it's so obvious to you, you wouldn't think to write it. No one knows about fucking cutting weight.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. And then but then what made it next level was when you start going third person, you start writing her perspective after going so brazen, jarringly, and then you go to her perspective and you have to go, oh, this writer did this deliberately.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when you go,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, true.
And I was just like, bruh, like just heartbreaking too. Just heartbreaking at the end.
Well,
it was fucking gas, dude.
You know, I was trying to pin it down, like, to...
And Faulknerian flow. You do that Faulknerian flow.
That was... But I was trying to pin it down to, like, if this story was... And, like, you know, it's building out of Steubenville, you know, this story, in that style. Like, if that style was a movement, what would it be? And I was thinking it's Baroque brutal sentimentalism.
Whoa,
is what it is.
Whoa, I love recommendeering the negative terms. And just claiming them. That's like me saying like no. Like I'm not gonna say who, but all you guys saying you can't write a thing that's like sacrilege. Yeah. No, this is a real hagiography. Yeah. This is real hagiographic writing. But see, sentimental. Wait, say it again.
Baroque brutal sentimentalism.
What does Baroque mean in this context?
Ornate.
Ornate, indeed.
The style got to be expansive and ornate.
Yeah.
And you got to be looking at something
this
brutal.
Is bars.
You got to be looking at something raw, brutal, and but it also has to be sweet.
Yeah, but it also has to be sweet.
The human twist is that it's like
you a nard baby right now.
In there.
Yeah, you a nard baby a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's like that. He's all about that. That actually describes the Nard books perfectly.
That's actually a very good way to describe it. Merv, look at this analysis. Get on the pod. No, I'm just playing.
You know, I posted the Stern thing on Instagram. She liked my Stern.
Nice. Whenever you get a Merv like, it's always a good day.
Yeah,
dude.
it's like, woo.
we have to chill.
Yeah, seriously.
We're 43 in. We have to chill. We're good boys. We're just brutal sentimentalists.
Brutal sentimentalists.
A little coarse. Baroque brutal sentimentalists.
And that's Ulysses.
A little coarse
tradition too.
Yeah, there you go. A little coarse, but sweet at the end, and it'll be delivered in a colorful, interesting way. Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. If you're toggling between this like brutal and it's like physical and it's death, like this book, there's so much Ulysses. They even go. There's a whole chapter that's the funeral, right? It's the Hades chapter, and it's like,
oh my god, I have to run this back. That Hades chapter,
sweet, and just
wait, do they mirror the chapters?
Yeah, most of them. I mean,
so 11, because 11 is Hades.
No, but there's only 18 chapters in
right. But
so,
I gotta run it back.
Yeah.
With the Vico, because I've read Vico now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, he was reading. Dude, I gotta run it back.
But they go through all the funeral, and it's like, It's so good.
That's a good clarification. Brutalism doesn't just necessarily mean coarse language or explicitly, or not explicit, but like rough sexual, you know, coarse sexual language. It can mean physical brutality.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Going in the fight, he pounded some fucking chocolate chip pancakes, ate too much. He's all fucking bloated. Then he got pounded in the face.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I'm saying? Like,
it's the body. You're embodied.
What's more brutal than you're embodied?
Yeah,
it's embodied. I mean, dude, motherfucker leaking out on his skin, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and Fuccboi, you know,
exactly.
He fucking spraying out. He leaving a trail of fucking skin tears.
Which nobody ever mentions when they're taking down Fuccboi.
Yeah.
There is never any mention of the whole fucking skin stuff, which is a huge part of it.
It's crazy.
You know,
it's crazy. It's because
and who else? No one else writes has a novel with like the skin, that kind of like that's a disease book to a certain extent.
Indeed.
And that also that's the metaphor bleeds through the whole book of the skin and
absolutely.
So it's like. But that would make it look like too interesting.
It would make it look too interesting.
It wouldn't make it look like a big joke.
It off. You need to write it off as a big joke so you can have your little honestly, like it's kind of on site though.
Yeah,
it's on site though. Like I'm not even joking. Like we were joking last time. I hadn't seen it.
Yeah,
I seen it. I'm like, bro. You don't come to New York, bro. I don't know. I'm not trying to do a threat. I'm just saying it's proverbially on site. You know, like you a bitch, bro. Like what a bitch. What a weak
seriously.
bitch, bro. Anytime I say something too coarse, I'm just gonna say brutalist sentimentalism.
Yeah, then
okay?
you gotta be sweet.
Guys, yeah. I'm a sweet at the end. I'm a nice boy. That's crazy. But
it got to be Baroque too.
Got to be Baroque. I mean, I might got a little more. I get Baroque. Baroque in this book sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yo, that Edenic prelapsarian September.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
But it's not necessarily like
the prelapsarian fall.
Yeah, I think the Baroque. It doesn't have to be like all like fucking
nerdy.
OD Joyce or something like that
Yeah.
to be. It can. There's like a lean Baroque where the idiosyncraticness is Baroque too, in my conception.
Okay, I love that because that's one thing I like. That I mean, Gordon could be a little. That dude who wrote that interview, he can be a little, like he said, Sean, I don't even know I didn't even know he had my number. He's like, Sean, can I talk to you right now? I was like, okay, here we go. I'm in the year. I say, all right, right now. And he calls me and he starts asking me these baiting questions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I know you're like typing this right now, like, and you're gonna post it, like chill. So he can be a little much.
What was he asking you?
He was gonna say some crazy shit based on like a personal conversation about what I was writing in my personal life. I was like, bro, calm down, dude. But I was just like, no.
Yeah.
But I did like how he said that the book was written in verse.
Yeah.
Because it's like, bro.
Well, there's line breaks.
There's line breaks, but I'm saying like,
and the economy of language too.
Yeah, but the rhythm and the reversals and the sound of the shit. I mean, real ones get it. Like Eileen Miles gets it, dude. Like,
I mean,
this motherfucker, you dumb as fuck, bro.
I mean,
you're just doing your little sneering, weak bullshit, bro.
Whatever. You don't got to justify that book.
And you talking about fascism? Like, what the fuck, dude? How? I mean, literally, what's more fascist than just being like, in lieu of like the type of language that you're operating in, you deserve no consideration.
Yeah.
And you should be ousted from this group of literature.
Yeah.
That's so fascist, bro. For real, dude. That's crazy.
But the book justifies itself with all the fucking
it's
critical
good.
writing
Yeah,
about
it's good. It's good.
You know?
I mean, it's sick. It's sick. I swear to God, someone got to do the anthology of fucking Fuccboi takedowns.
Someone will.
Yeah, someone will. Someone get on that. Gordon.
Yeah.
But no, I love that. So you're saying this is the new. You're pronouncing a new movement.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
a new movement.
Let's go, dude. dude. I mean, that's the thing too. It's like when I say something like wild shit or just like make some wild pronouncement, I'm not saying fuck you, I'm the best. I'm saying go off.
Yeah.
Imagine some new shit.
Yeah.
Imagine a whole new thing. Fucking pronounce it. Lift yourself up, dude. That's what I'm saying. You dumb if you can't see that.
Yeah. We gotta
You stupid, dude.
trying to find the sweet new style.
Yo, the sweet new style,
Yeah.
Dude. Are you gonna keep writing stories like that? You know who sent me a story?
Huh?
You know that dude who wrote the Cormac piece?
Yeah.
Vincenzo Barney?
Yeah, yeah. He sent you a story?
He been hit me up. He sent me a story he wanted me to read. He said he's like trying to write short stories now.
Oh, is that right?
We should get him on the pod.
Yeah, okay.
He wants to interview me, but this morning I was like, oh, we should get him on the. I don't know if he's in New York.
Oh, he's not in New York?
I don't know if he is.
Yeah.
If he is, we definitely should.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to stack a lot of pods this month because I'm about to be homeless next 2 months.
That was funny. I first heard about that guy when I was in Steubenville, and I was at the bookstore. There's one bookstore downtown, like an indie bookstore.
Yeah.
And it's run by because I probably told you like how the Catholics are taking over Steubenville.
No.
Where it's like, it's crazy. It's like, if they were from any another country, like they would say like it's a migrant crisis to the extreme. Like
a migrant crisis. The Catholics.
Catholics from
dude.
all over the
What a
fucking
bar.
country are coming to Steubenville.
Why?
Because there's Franciscan University there, which is like like BYU for Catholics, basically.
Whoa.
And these people, like, I walk into this bookstore, bro, and it's like this dude's the owner got. I know I did an event there.
Okay, yeah.
2 years last year, 2 years ago.
That's the
whatever.
same one.
Yeah, yeah. And he like
The bookstore, not a library.
it's a bookstore.
It's a bookstore.
Yeah, I did the library in Wheeling, but this is a bookstore. And this guy got like fucking 8 kids, and he got a kid in his lap, and the kid got so much snot on his fucking face.
Man, dude.
Like, and then you see like
Stop having incest babies.
yeah,
y'all.
seriously. And then you see these people walk in, and it's a life they chose, and these women are wearing these big tablecloths, and they, it's not
like
a good-looking couples.
Like
they
a
come in.
tablecloth.
Yeah, depending on the, some women can really pull off a tablecloth, but. And like they spot him on site right away. It's so weird. They know, and they're like, "Oh fuck, we got all these parties lined up for the month or whatever." But anyway, he's talking to me, and he kind of like he knows, he reads and he knows about. He's plugged in a little bit, and he was like, "Did you see that Vanity Fair piece with some New York guy?" And he's writing in all this like crazy. The style's crazy. Yeah, he was like, "I don't know why they would publish something like that."
Style's crazy.
Yeah, and I read it, and it's like,
it was sick.
Yeah, it was
That
sick.
essay?
Yeah, it was good. But
I thought it was pretty good.
he thought it was
But he was critiquing the style, not the content.
Yeah, the content, but he just thought the whole thing was OD, and he didn't, the style and the content. Which style and content should be merged.
They should be merged.
It's form. That's what form is.
You dumbass motherfucker, dude. Yo, watch. Henceforth, I'm gonna at least take 10 minutes to just shit talk fucking Sam Kriss. Especially, I feel so betrayed. We were so. That's the thing.
Well, you had already written it. Who knows what he would have wrote?
Yeah.
After knowing you.
Yeah, dude.
But that, if. Was I
but
going to say anything else about that?
Yeah, you were saying, and that's when you first heard about
Yeah.
him. And it was so.
The way he was talking about the style, I was thinking like it was going to be like fucking.
Oh, I see. That's what
really
got you to read
super
it.
crazy, but but it was good. It was
I don't get it. Like it was so.
I didn't get any like. I think he was saying like it's all purple, but it wasn't.
Oh,
like,
I see.
I didn't.
I mean, some parts were.
But
fucking
that's
magenta.
It's Baroque. Yeah, it's magenta.
Yeah.
Mauve, a little mauve, maybe.
Yeah. That's a new bar. We have to continue the list tradition. It's not. It can't be purple, but it could be magenta.
Yeah.
That's when it's just.
No, I like that. I like that.
Because there were some parts at the end when he was talking about the damn sunset and shit, and I was like, "Holy shit, dude!" Or the mountains and shit.
Yeah.
You want to hit some of this? I'm gonna drink for the second hour. You want to do a second hour?
Yeah. Right. I'm down. I got some fucking weed too.
Yeah, we'll go hard for the second hour. Come back for the second hour. No, okay. I was just gonna wait till the second hour.
But I've been drinking a little this week. Last night. Yeah.
You been doing sets?
Yeah, I've been.
What'd
doing
you do last
sets
night?
I was.
What about these trades, bro?
Oh, I know, it's crazy.
What the fuck, dude?
Luca getting fat shaming Luca. Poor Luca.
They fat shaming poor Luca, dude. Poor Luca, dude. They yanking a beer out of his hand.
Yeah.
Just like
those bastards.
I'm not like fucking Nico, dude. I'll give you a fucking beer, dude. Go off. You're on the pod. Go off, dude. You deserve it. You deserve it, champ. That shit's cold, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're always
You've been turning up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
You kind of like young Luca of the literary world, dude. You kind of are. You kind of look like Luca. That's hilarious. I love Luca, dude.
Yeah, me too.
He's so sick, dude.
Yeah, I think he's gonna fucking.
He's gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
He's gonna drop
so.
fucking 78 on Dallas
for
instead of
real.
77. He's gonna drop 78.
But I kind of like the Dallas, or they're big, and AD's and Kyrie. It could be.
Yeah, true. They'll be all right. They'll be all right.
I mean, they might not be able to control Kyrie now. Who knows what he's gonna do? Right
Dude,
there.
Kyrie's about
I feel
to go
like Luka
fucking.
was keeping him grounded. No,
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, I've been drinking a little bit. Last night I was with Ethan, and there's this bar we go to on 9th Ave. It's Local 42. It's like it's
cheap ass beers.
Yeah, $4 draft
You
beers.
written about it. I read you write about it. Heard you write.
But then after that, we went to Apple. We were all high. We went to Applebee's in
Hilarious.
Times Square, like the bar. It's such a fucking funny.
I've been to
scene
that
in
one
there.
before.
Yeah, it was like. I mean, it was Wednesday night. It was like the
Hilarious.
people there was like, who are these
Fucking
people? Who are?
motherfuckers
Where do they
from
come
damn-
from? There
There's
was some guy. There was some guy
Iowa.
across from us. Like he was watching the basketball with like the biggest smile on his face, like eating a salad.
Yo,
like,
let
like,
him do.
what
Why
are
you gotta
doing?
do him like that, bro?
No, but I like it. This
Yeah.
is I'm
Yeah.
pro this
Yeah.
widespread happiness.
Let's go.
I'm pro widespread
Yo,
happiness.
me too,
I like
dude.
that.
Me too, dude. So much hate coming
Which
at
is-
me, dude. So much
Which is
vitriol.
like that's the kind of attitude I want to read in literature. And
Bruh.
Joyce is like he's so his it's that goes back to the McDonald politics thing. What's your politics? Like, what's your
Yeah.
worldview? It's like
Yeah.
it's such an encompassing, robust worldview
That's
where,
what I
where
was-
like death is not a problem. Like the evil things in the world are not a problem. It just fits into this happy vision.
Dude, that's what I wanted to do with the maximalist version of the overlanding piece. Because
Yeah.
you remember when I sent you that? It was the
Yeah.
8.8K. Like, I holed up in that motel. I was like,
Yeah.
this isn't, I'm not trying to make some, like, sick point. This is just,
Yeah.
like, a linear chronological inclusion of
Yeah.
everybody I fucking encountered, every
Which is
sick idea I
awesome,
had.
which is awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, fucking let's go, dude. Like, that's way sicker,
Yeah.
bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shit.
And what was it published? How long was it published?
2-2.
Yeah, that's it. So they cut a lot of that.
I didn't have to rewrite the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah, no,
Damn
but
near.
the long one's really good.
I mean,
I didn't.
I
Run
don't
it
even
back,
know if
but I
it's all
remember.
that good. I like it though. I like it. No, it's like
And on it, like
I could make it better, but I just wanted to fucking.
it doesn't have to be that good.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't
not
have
a
to be that
novel,
good.
right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's
And
something
it's
else.
Also, another thing is it's like
And you
'cause
read
that's
it too, right? That was
I read
good.
it too, yeah. But that's another thing. Like, I do some of the rants in like just with the new book, you
Yeah.
know, and like there's a recurrence of like certain like kind of like mean rants,
Yeah.
you know. But there's a point. There's a point, and the point is you have to go do something.
Yeah.
You have to open your eyes.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to live a life.
Yeah,
you have
for
to you have
sure.
to you cannot be just circling these readings and these
Yeah.
institutions and trying to get a bunch of people to blow you. That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Sam Kriss, you think he don't know that if he does a funny fuckboy pan, like
Yeah.
everyone's because that's a thing, it's a cumulative thing.
You might get a blowjob on
Yeah, dude, well, some girl might be like, "Wow, you didn't take down shit, motherfucker. You didn't take down shit. You wrote a gay piece, dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, but you know what I'm saying? Because there's
Yeah.
like this this thing of like,
Yeah.
but you can't be doing that. You got to go do something. So in that sense, I just wanted to homage the actual thing I did
Yeah.
that whole time, which was kind of crazy,
Yeah.
bro. Like, it was
For
kind of
sure.
crazy.
It's
Like,
always good to go
he was
somewhere
like-
and fucking do
he was
something.
like, "Go. What do you want to do?" I could have said a million things. Oh, I'm gonna go. Let me go somewhere in New York.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm gonna mob across and like, you know, like
Yeah,
with
that
like
was
no
sick.
plan.
That was
Like, so
sick.
I just wanted to anyway. But maximalist vision. So you at the Applebee's, motherfucker, having a good time.
Yeah, that
and you trying to con him.
No,
dude.
I'm celebrating him. I'm celebrating him. It's
Let's
good
go.
that it's good to I think like
Yeah.
sometimes people if I'm like telling like about maybe it's a darker thing, and I'm laughing about it, and people go, "Oh, yo, you
Yeah,
can't."
yeah.
But it's like when you're laughing at someone,
Yeah.
you're including them
You're
in your
including
human
them.
vision.
And you even fucking saw him in the first place to laugh at.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're saying, "Oh, you can't just
Yeah.
avoid," like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
just
that's
avoid.
a pathetic
Uh,
figure."
we will not have the
Yeah.
fuckboy in our
It-
pristine
yeah.
pages.
Exactly. Or if you're like, or like some fucking homeless guy, and it's who's doing something. I mean, there's this guy who stands outside my window, and he
Yeah.
fucking like, he starts screaming. He's like this big crazy
Yeah.
guy. That's
Yeah.
like, oh, don't just avoid
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
If you go,
this
what
is-
the fuck are you doing, bro? I'll do that.
Yeah.
What are you doing, bro? Why are you? What? Can we do something?
Yeah.
Maybe being a little mean to him.
Yeah.
At least you're acknowledging him. You know,
got to include
I'm
everyone in your
always like
vision.
that. Yeah, yeah.
That's what sweet Leopold Bloom's helping a blind guy cross the street. He sees a blind guy in the corner. He helps him cross the street. He's always looking to help
brutalist
people.
sentimentalism, dude.
Yeah, he's always looking to help people. But he's also like he's oogling all the girls.
Yeah, yeah. He's including all the girls in his political
exactly.
worldview.
There's he notices some girl got her damn stockings hanging up,
Oh.
and it's actually funny. She's walking with this guy who's like big in the Irish literary scene. This
Okay.
George Russell.
Mm.
He's walking by with some girl,
Yeah.
some young girl, right?
Yeah.
And Bloom he's saying something totally ridiculous, and so she's hanging on every single word he says, and
Yeah.
her stockings are hanging around her ankles. He's like, I hate when they do that, the girls.
Oh
and it
my
looks
God.
so bad.
Oh my god.
but it's just funny, like
Yeah, I just had this thought too, like, cause like even just like with like I said, like, I mean, even with this final rewrite after you read the draft,
Yeah.
and I was like, I think it just certain parts just like need more like mud to swim through. Need a little
yeah.
more, it's like a
Mhm.
little too like clipped,
yeah,
And I literally went to an old draft,
yeah,
like, and because I needed to find one thing, and then I started finding all these other things. I was
Yeah.
like, why not?
yeah.
Why not? Why not? This is another side of
Mm.
it. This is another side of it. And it's sort of like, I wonder if that is something with the sanitization and like the attempt to like create this like pristine like
Yeah.
artifact that's in like American literature that's like maybe less in like South American literature. Like
Yeah.
parts of Savage Detectives, you're like, bruh, why are you doing this
Yeah.
long ass side rant? Or even, you know what I mean? Or even like
Yeah.
Alvaro Mutis.
Well-
and they just let it rock, and you're kind of like, you get into this thing of like, oh, this is like, I'm also just allowing, I don't know, letting the
that's-
incidental rock.
Yeah. I'm.
That's what I was trying to do with the
I'm
piece
totally
too.
with that.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean,
Matthias,
but yeah,
Bernard.
exactly. But you see this in like, I mean, Moby Dick is
Yeah.
all inclusive of.
Yeah.
But
It's Whitmanian.
Exactly. So it's not a 19th century thing, and then if you get Faulkner, and it's funny how Faulkner influenced the rest of the world
Yeah.
more than even the United States
Right,
sometimes. And then,
right.
I mean, it became like some weird minimalism thing where
Right.
that became the
Right.
dominant mode where
Right.
you got to make
Clinical.
like a,
Well,
you
maybe
know.
Bud would always do rants like that. Bud's kind of an interesting proponent of the letting some of the incidental rock.
Yeah.
Right?
I read his story that he put on his stack. From
You hadn't
his
read that
old book.
before?
No.
Do you
it was
like
good.
it?
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that story.
Yeah,
Tiger
I like
Blood?
Bud's writing. Yeah.
I like Bud's writing too.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I gotta holler at him. Yeah, that's
But yeah,
sick.
the incidental and yeah.
Yeah.
And the like Joyce when Ulysses was on the printer, he was like adding. He like added so much of the book just in the margins of the proofs.
Whoa.
Like that was like how he would do it. He would just like very additive.
That's what I was for this rewrite.
Yeah.
I mean, it went from
Sometimes you gotta
60
do
to
that.
66.
Yeah. What is it?
It went from 60 to 66.
Yeah.
Since
That's
you read
good.
it.
Yeah, 6-1, and you cut out some of the stuff. You cut some stuff too.
I cut some stuff
Yeah.
too.
So
That
that's
might
good.
be an exaggeration. Might have been 62, but something like that.
Yeah, I think it was 62.
Yeah. Nice. All right, dude. Damn. You wanna take a?
We had an hour.
We had an hour.
Yeah. Let's
You wanna chill?
pause. Yeah.
All right. Come back for the fucking Patreon. We're gonna be not doing drugs. Which implies that this is all gonna be